Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Before we start the video, before we go dive into this, I just want to go ahead and share with you guys something that just happened amazingly here. Yes! House Shiny. Finally got my shiny house snubble, and it's a house shiny. Oh my goodness. I have been grinding it out for a long time for this particular shiny because I want it in Gramble status. Yes! Ah! I rarely get house shinies, so I'm super pumped for this, and I happen to be right here in the little Poke area. And then we're gonna dive into what today is. Welcome back to Legendary Adventures. My name is Eli, aka that Big Sauce Gamertag, and my partner Small Fry is busy working on another video for you guys, which should be posting soon. But hopefully this video posts before that, so you guys can be well informed, and then of course enjoy the other one. But with that said, guys, Community Day is fast approaching. It's within only hours away of the event, so hopefully you guys are going through your Pokemon right now, cleaning out your Pokebox and finding out how much space you do have left over, and of course how much you're gonna need. So right now we're gonna go ahead and do the Piplup rundown. We're gonna go ahead and cover all the event items that are gonna be going on, the tips that you need to know, the IVs that you should be checking for, and then of course, guys, any other details that we may or may not be aware of. So now, before anything, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, and smash the notification bell so you guys go ahead and get notified not only of the great Poke Vlogs that we make, but also for wonderful content videos like this, as we do try to go ahead and keep you informed for community days and events that go on. But with that said, let's go ahead and dive in. First and foremost, for the Community Day event, do note, this is the key item in itself, that this Pokemon Day event will not be the same time as it is around the world. Now, we've gone back to a change in the times, meaning that we won't start at the same time, but at different points. For all you guys that are in the Northern Hemisphere, do note that on January 19th, you will be able to have your Community Day from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, for those that are living in the Southern Hemisphere, your Community Day will be at a different time frame. That time frame will be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So do make sure that you go ahead and set your alarms, your little reminders for the appropriate time so that you don't miss out on this wonderful event. Now, what are we going to have during this 3-hour time frames? Well, some of the stuff that we are familiar with already. We're going to go ahead and get hatch 1/4 distance on the eggs, which is great because there are still some of those eggs that you guys are clearing out from the previous events if you haven't gone through them already, or perhaps you want to go ahead and be hatching out those shiny Piplups during this event as well. And then on top of that, we will be able to have 3-hour lures, which is awesome. So you'll be able to go ahead and set those up in your area, so create more spawn points, which is the big plus. So huge little tip, guys, and a reminder that if you do happen to have the instances to burn, go ahead and use them during this time frame to go ahead and attract more Piplups, but make sure you fire them up after the start time of the event, because otherwise you'll be hauling in the other type of Pokemon as opposed to Piplup concentrated Pokemon. So just a quick reminder there. And with that said, hopefully right now, or as you're watching this video, you can go ahead and go through your Pokebag, or you want to go ahead and make sure that you do have at least a good 50 to 100 available space to catch Pokemon, because you just want to grind it out as much as you can to catch as many shinies, and of course be on the lookout for those perfect IVs, which we'll dive into in a little bit right here. Let's go ahead and talk about those perfect IVs. Now, do know that these numbers that I'm about to go ahead and provide are for those who are level 35 and higher, where the Pokemon have pretty much found their max cap. If you happen to be lower than this level, then you're gonna want to go ahead and check each Pokemon individually, or do the asterisk 4. Go ahead and be able to search for them that way, so that you don't go ahead and accidentally delete the ones that you don't need, or all the ones that you kind of were like, well, maybe I should have passed on that one, because been there, and that's no fun. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to know what's going to hatch, what's going to be available in the wild, and what you're going to be able to go ahead and get from research events. So research level type Pokemon, the max cap that you can go ahead and get for a Piplup will be 460. Now, do note that that's not weather boosted, that is just 460 flat rate in itself. Now, if you happen to hatch one during the event, which is awesome, the max hatch that you can have with the Perfect IV will be 614. So again, 614 will be the max one for hatching a Piplup egg, and hopefully a shiny for you, which is always very cool when that happens. Oh, Do note that that 614 also happens to be the same amount for a perfect if you decide to do a raid event for Piplup. I don't know why you do it, but if you did, that's what you're looking for. Now, if it's weather boosted, and do note that Piplup is weather boosted by rain, so if you're playing out in the rain, be careful, bundle up, wear all the proper attires. But with that said, 767 for that perfect IV. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what are we looking for in the wild. Now, non-weather boosted, you're looking at 921. Awesome, fantastic, easy number, 921, 921. If it happens to be sprinkling, or for whatever reason the game says that it's rainy weather, lucky you, as long as it's not raining, I guess, but it'll be 998 is what's going to be the perfect IV out there in the wild. So that is what you're looking for those, scenarios. But let's go even deeper. Okay, as you guys know, there's tiers for the Pokemon. There's levels of a type of Pokemon that you're going to want to have. First and foremost, Piplup, cute, amazing, cuddly, everyone wants one. Do note that the shiny form is a variant of the blue, like a cool blue, if you will. But it is going to be one that you're going to have to be on the lookout to go ahead and make sure you see the stars, because you may miss it if you're just shiny checking. So with that said, do note that when you're looking for the low level ones, which sometimes doesn't always catch our fancy, there are some particular numbers that you want to keep an eye out, because these are going to be the ones that you're going to want to evolve for Great League. For all of those who play in the Sylph Arena, this is the ones that you're ideally looking for, or that you can make your way to obtain. Well, actually no, because if you're in the Sylph Arena, you don't really want the perfects. But if you want a perfect one anyways, here's what it would be in the Great League: 15, 47, 80, 112, and 145. Now, of course, the important question is, what's the max cap of Great League that I can get that would be a shiny? Now, for that, you're going to want to go ahead and stop at 460. 460 is the safe zone of where you want to be to not over-evolve. So looking at 460, 399, 368, and then of course 337. That leave you guys with one? Oh, and 307. So the 7 is a good number to be looking for. You just want to double check those 7s. We digress. Let's jump into the Ultra League. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy playing Ultra League for PvP with amongst friends, families, anyone who will do PvP, because no one really expects to play Ultra League, but it's also a great one because it's a great equalizer. You can go ahead and use the ones that are set up like Sylph Arena, or you can go ahead and use the ones that are set up with the perfect IVs and just go all out on it. What makes it nice is because you still have that cap level where it's not overly powered like in Master League. You can have a lot of fun with it, which is a great format to go ahead and play. And I'm looking forward to go ahead and do so in the PvP format that we should be rolling out hopefully sometime soon, because they did announce it in January. But with that said, let's go ahead and focus into those numbers. So you're looking at 491, 522, and 614 as the lowest ones, but that's not really what you want. You're looking for the one that you can get in the middle and then pretty much, maximize all the way up. And so for that, you're looking at 767, 737, 706, 665, and 645. Again, if it ends in a 7, go ahead and double check it, and it's most likely going to be. So that's the way I'm going to go ahead and remember it for this one. Yes, you can always go ahead and do the asterisk and stuff and watch and check it, but personally, I like to go ahead and at least be somewhat aware of what number I have, to look at it and be like, oh, let me do a quick double check on that one, or I think that's going to be it. Because a lot of the other ones, well, you guys know, it's just a simple catch and release, or just like mass delete like every so often when you set up your timers. So let's look at for the max. The max IVs, if weather boosted, if you're going to find it in the wild. This is the ultimate perfect. You're looking at 1075, 1059, 1044, 1028, 1013, and then that 998, which I mentioned earlier on. That is where it starts from there on up. Now, if you're non-weather boosted, then of course you are looking at the 860, 890, 921, and 936. So those are for your Master Leagues, for the perfect ones to go ahead and get. Guys, as always, do go ahead and set yourselves the reminders of every 30 minutes to go ahead and be running that star piece, that lucky egg, to go ahead and get your XP. If you guys are still working to level 40 or just on the Stardust grind, it's the time to go ahead and do so. And with all these items that we've just covered, let's not forget that once Piplup can evolve all the way to Empoleon is a beast. He's ranked top 5 like best water type Pokemon. Now, top 5 doesn't sound amazing, but if you're just coming back to Pogo, welcome back first of all, because Pogo is not dead. And second of all, is the fact that if you don't have the other top 4, this is a great one to have, and it's one that's been already proven to be a beast using in tournament formats based on whatever the requirement is. So I mean, Empoleon is one to definitely have, because you can't always be running Swampert, you can't always be running your Kyogre. This is a great one to go ahead and have, and especially if you get a high level one that you'll be able to power up. I mean, being able to go ahead and have a Pokemon that has Hydro Cannon, which will be the exclusive Community Day move, is like amazing. It's what you want, and on top of that, it's only 10,000 for the extra charge move. So it's better to go ahead and have one of those Pokemon that have that exclusive Community Day move, and it doesn't cost you a lot of Stardust to go ahead and obtain it. So great one to go ahead and have, and then of course it'll be a wonderful Pokemon to be using in battle. But guys, we have covered all the items in itself that you're going to need to do for Piplup, what you want to go ahead and keep in mind, and well, all I can say is we hope that you guys have a phenomenal Community Day. We will be playing in downtown Riverside for the first Community Day of the year. And with that said, we're actually going to be starting at the water fountain by City Hall. It's the big fountain right off the main walkway. And of course, we're going to go ahead and be doing a tour from pretty much the main strip all through the area down to the park and then back up to go ahead and kick off the year. And of course, see if I can retain that title of Shiny Champion, which I gotta figure out where my belt is because I ordered it and I should have been here by now. But yeah, so I gotta rock that too. But with that said, guys, let us know down in the comments below what you're super pumped about. Are you excited for this? Where do you plan to go ahead and play your Community Day? And then of course, until next time, peace.